Guys, welcome back to No Grandmother Story again. Today we are here to talk about how can we get started prop tradings with which package should I choose. Okay, first of all, today I'm going to use Pinex as example because one of the leading trading platform at the same time prop trading firms. So first of all, you can see the screen here. Okay, already log into this Pinex apps. Okay, so if you haven't registered yet, you can just go to the description there and find the link and register. Okay, because our affiliate links here, you can get 10% off in your packages. Okay. So today the whole series only covers for traders. So if you are too new, you don't know how to start with USDT, those it's not for newbie here, it's for traders. You know how to trade already. Okay, so when it comes to Pinex already, of course you need to do your KYC. Once you do your KYC, once completed, you need to deposit the amount of money. But how much you want to deposit? How should you get started first? You just need to click on the more button. Once you click on more, go to below here, you can see trade here, you can see prop traders. You can click prop traders here. Then after that, you can see welcome to prop tradings in Pinex. Okay, so how can I get started with prop traders? First of all, there's a 3 step here. Choose your challenge mode. Okay, there's what challenge mode? How much fun do you want to get started? You want to start with 5,000, 10,000 or 25? Of course, as much as possible, isn't it? The more the merrier. But when it comes to here, right, you need to know that which is comfortable for you. Let's say if it's a 25 case, the cost is 250 USDT. Okay, this money, once you pass the challenges, you can get to refund back the money to you on your first withdrawal. Let's say something that you are comfortable with. For example, when you're trading in futures, right, always use the futures capital to take. So for example, your future capital is always start with 1,000 or 2,000. Let's say I give you an example like $2,000. When the $2,000 in your futures capital you are trading, right, I'll move half of it, $1,000. You need to ask yourself how many chances you want to get yourself to fail this account in order to pass this and for your first withdrawal. If you are saying that, David, I'm okay with 3 times, because you can see, right, in prop trading firms, right, you have rules and regulations. If it's 3 times, right, I would recommend you to start with 25k, so you got 250. If it's 50k, it's about $400, which is more than your $1,000 already, because 400 times 3 is 1,002. So I'm recommend you to go for 25k. So how much are you willing to lose first? 3 times. If you're saying, David, I am good with 2,000. If you're good with 2,000, right, I would recommend you start with 50k. 50k start with $400, which is good enough. So of course you can't be like one time you can pass this, maybe second times or third times. Okay, we need to have a reserve fund for this. Once you know the package already, right, the rules and regulations. The first rules, profit target. If it's a 50k, the first phase is $5,000, which means 10%. You can see 10%, which means that 10%, okay, you just need to use 50,000 to make 5,000. It's good enough to pass your first phase. And what is the maximum drawdown? You can lose 4,000, which means 8%. So 8% versus 10%. You don't lose more than 8%, and you only need to make 10% of the wallet, which is really not hard. It's really easy, I would say. But always remember the maximum daily loss, which means that in one day you cannot lose more than 2,005. So when every time you opens up a trades, right, please remember, don't set your stop loss and make sure that your stop loss will never more than 2,002, 2,003, because to avoid slippage. Then after that, you can see phase 2. On the phase 2, right, the profit target is only 2,005, which means 5%. And your maximum daily loss is 2,005, and you can lose 4,000 in total, which means that 4,000 versus 2,005. 8% versus 5%, which is so much easier. So the hardest thing is always the phase 1, not the phase 2. Once the phase 2 completed, congratulations, you're going to get funded in 50k. So right now you know how to choose your packages already, right? So remember, register as soon as possible and choose the package you want. On the next video, I'm going to cover about how do you pass the challenge so much easier and faster, and most important, you need to have a calculated loss and profits. So see you in the next video.